thank you for joining us today. Our students are very sad as we are to say goodbye to you. We want to make it special, and to do that, some of you may know and some of you may not know, this is Pickle, the principal of Darien. And we asked Mrs. Pickle to come and talk about Mr. Blanke, because out of all the principals in the district, she has worked with him and known him the longest. So please welcome my friend Mrs. Pickle, who's going to talk about Mr. Blanke.
Some of you boys and girls I've known for a little while. Even the adults I've only known for a little while. Some of the people in the room I've known for a lot of years. And others, like Mr. Blanke, well, we go back at least 20 years, maybe even more. So I want to talk a little bit with you about some things that I know about Mr. Blanke. Boys and girls, raise your hand if you can tell me what a noun is. A noun. I need a third grader back there to tell me, what is a noun? What is a noun? You would, Dominic, what's a noun? Oh, Damien, excuse me, Damien. I did, sorry.
A noun is either a plural or a singular, and something in the singular
Right, you got the singular and plural. Way to go, Damien. I need some help for Damien to tell me 3 things that make up a noun or that we know about nouns. You in the pink shirt. Oh, hang on a minute. We got 2 people talking and it's hard to hear you. I heard you say person, place, thing, and idea. Did you read my paper? Well, we're going to talk a little bit about nouns in relationship to Mr. Blanke. Are you listening close? Nouns. I heard her say an idea. Maybe like a theme, like a celebration, maybe a party. What about a thing? Like cake, maybe flowers, maybe a boat, or a broom, or a mop. Right? How about the location or a place? Mr. Blanke, are you thinking like school, home? Oh, of course, Chuck E. Cheese. Home. Mr. Blanke, does campground ring a bell? Campground as a place? And Mr. Blanke, how about like NASCAR racetracks as a place? Yeah. And like, we'll talk about that one next. Person, boys and girls, like students, right? That's a noun. Teachers is a noun. Custodians or janitors, right, is a noun. Principals is a noun. But what about proper nouns like Mrs. Pickle? How about like Mrs. Grady? I know that. And I know, Mr. Blanke, that you persevered, you worked hard. He's continued to model being a respectful individual. Boys and girls, Mr. Blanke is also a very responsible individual, and he's been a wonderful individual for our school, our community, and his family. So let's talk about some of these nouns that Mrs. Cooker came up with about Mr. Blanke. Are you ready? Custodian, right? That's an easy one. Helper. Husband. Randy, where are you at? Oh. Husband. Okay. Co-worker. They were over here before. I don't know where they are. Co-worker. Father. Back in the back. Mentor. Somebody can help. Volunteer. Mr. Blanke, this is not my favorite. Bears fan. There's more. Thank you. Mr. Blanke, confidant. Grandfather. Now we've got a great grandfather. Community member. NASCAR fanatic. Church member. Water safety patrol officer. Some of you didn't know that, did you? Now, Mr. Blanke, you get to add a new noun. Retiree. I'm jealous. But most importantly for Mrs. Pickle, the noun that means the most to me about Mr. Blanke is I can call him friend. I found a quote this morning, and it really touched me. It's by Tracy Chapman. I don't know who that is. It says, I've seen and met angels wearing the disguise of ordinary people living ordinary lives. And you're one of those angels in disguise. You help all of us ordinary people every day in a way that we're all extremely grateful. For that and much more, we're grateful. I'm so pleased to be able to call you my friend, and I'm excited for you to be able to be retired and relaxed and enjoying those games like
I'll wait. The first graders wanted to comfort you, and we thought it was fun that your name was Blanke, so we made you a blanket. And we wanted to wrap you up in our appreciation for all you do for us, for the kids, for the teachers, for the schools. I've worked with you for 9 years. You're awesome. You won't miss my furniture, I know that. I do it every year. Okay?
One thing that you need to know, when we were planning all of this, a couple of the janitors noticed that hanging up in your office was a poem. And we looked at it and we said, probably quite old, and we read it, and it's a poem about a janitor. So we thought that we would each take a stanza from this poem and read it out loud so everyone can hear what has been hanging up before him. So this is Dr. right? So we're going to go ahead and take that poem to you, dedicated to you.
I'm just a janitor in a public school, a job something reserved for a fool.
I go to break haze to keep the building neat. I shovel and sweat to keep up the heat.
I run my legs off to do many odd jobs for a lot of folks who act like snobs.
From early morning till late at night, I'll do this, do that, and I seldom right.
Fix the clock, fix the shade, fix the desk, fix the door, hang a picture, set the stage, open a window, mop the floor.
Move a bookcase, pot a plant, sew a curtain at your door. Please, Mr. Janitor, get my groceries from the store.
Each janitor has 30 teachers and more who think the basket is all over the floor.
I try to keep order, I try to do right. Keep an eye on the youngsters, stop many a fight.
If every teacher would just stop and say, if 25 janitors came to me every day,
And I was asked to do a little for each.
When in the day would I have to teach?
We would like to do one more round of applause, big round of applause.
I appreciate all the kids and the staff for what they did for me today. I'm going to miss all the kids and my co-workers being this long. I started out in Darien in 77, and then in 93, when the school was about ready to open, they had me come over here and start getting things cleaned up from the construction. And then I've been here ever since. Just miss the kids and the staff. Everybody is nice to get along with. And it's just comfortable working here.